All right, let's get you back to our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcombe. Chris, a much better day out there for us here, but maybe some different conditions out when you're looking at the tropics?
We are watching the progression of Tropical Storm Erin, and Erin's getting a little bit stronger compared to what we had yesterday. Right now, max winds are at about 60 miles an hour, moving west at 17 miles an hour. You can see the storm out into the Atlantic. Now it's a little bit less than 800 miles away from the northern Leeward Islands. You can see these northern islands here with this yellow color around them. That's where we have new tropical storm watches in effect for places like Anguilla, Barbuda, as well as areas near St. Martin and surrounding islands there as well. This is getting a little better organized now, and we expect that strengthening trend to continue. Now, it looks like the center of the storm is going to stay just to the north of the northern Leeward Islands, but becoming a hurricane, we think, by early tomorrow, and then growing to a Category 2 on Saturday. Late Saturday could become a 3 into Sunday as well, and then nearing Category 4 status here once we get into Tuesday. But notice the curve here, most likely going away from the United States, and it may kind of thread the needle here between the United States and Bermuda. And we'll watch the spaghetti models as well, showing that curve. The consensus of the model shows them staying away from the United States. However, even though we don't see a direct impact or a direct hit on the southeastern coastline, there will be some impacts there. Look at the winds here in association with us, and you can see some of those stronger winds moving in along the Bahamas, and then going into next week, some of those winds. Now we're talking 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. We're thinking off the Georgia coast, Florida coast, Carolina coast, getting a little stronger winds, we think, on the North Carolina coast, even though that center we think will stay well away from the coastline. So yes, even though it's not a direct hit, we do expect some impacts with wind along the Georgia coast and Carolina coastline as well, and some rough surf there going into the beginning of next week before it pulls away. We're thinking by the middle and end of next week. As far as us here in Atlanta, we're not really thinking we'll have any major impacts here, most likely not even any rain out of that system. Stay with us. We're going to keep tracking this as well as more on your local forecast. More on that coming up.
All right, Chris, thank you.